Welcome to a story of turmoil and transformation. This is the crisis unfolding in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is at a historic turning point. A wave of anti-government protests has swept through the nation, leading to the dramatic resignation of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, who had been in power for 15 years. Protests that began in early July as a student-led movement against civil service job quotas quickly evolved into a nationwide uprising. The students argued that these quotas, reserved for relatives of veterans from the 1971 Independence War, were discriminatory. It's not just students anymore. People from all walks of life have joined the protest movement. Tragically, these protests turned violent, resulting in over 300 deaths, with the worst single-day casualty figure reaching more than 90 lives lost. The government's response was severe, with police accused of escalating the violence, and internet access was repeatedly cut off across the country. As tensions rose, the situation spiraled out of control. PM Sheikh Hasina fled the country on the 5th of August this year, leaving behind a nation in turmoil. Her residence in Dhaka was stormed by protesters, leading to reports of looting and disorder. Despite Bangladesh's rapid economic growth, many felt left behind. University graduates faced high unemployment rates, and corruption allegations against Hasina's government fueled public anger. The protests continued even after the quota system was abolished. Corruption became a focal point of public outrage, with allegations against top officials close to Hasina, including a former army chief and senior tax officers. Even as she promised to tackle corruption, her government was accused of stifling dissent and silencing critics. The escalating cost of living added to the frustration. For many Bangladeshis, the promise of economic growth seemed hollow, as the benefits appeared to be limited to those within the ruling party's circle. Now, with Hasina's resignation, the future of Bangladesh hangs in the balance. An interim government is expected to be formed, but uncertainty looms over what comes next. International governments are calling for an orderly and democratic transition of power. The release of jailed former Prime Minister Khaleda Zia and student protesters has been ordered. But the question remains, who will lead Bangladesh through this pivotal moment? As Bangladesh enters this new chapter, the world watches closely. What does the future hold for this resilient nation?